Welcome back to the Federal Bureau of Control, young rangers. And in this part, we decided to put aside the director's costume so that we could talk to some plants being perfectly normal and not insane in the head membrane area. P7, the prime candidate designation for Jesse, whose brother was designated P6. Why the hell did it take you so long to return here?
We were dealing with our brother, okay? Took us forever.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Sarcasm.
Hey, it's not the 60s. It's not like she's giving us acid.
Did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Would have been nice.
It's the smell. It stinks in here now. Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
The smells in video games.
I'll see you later.
Oh, you didn't ask her about Jesse as director.
If you please.
See, I always wondered how badly it smelled at the Baker farmhouse in Resident Evil 7. I bet it fucking reeks in there.
Yes, because they were surrounded by rot all over the goddamn place.
Now behold, these platforms that were causing us damage earlier are now no longer causing damage.
Resistant to the mold.
Thank God, because I hated these areas. Especially my lack of explanation as to why it was happening. Now we could safely descend into the chasm.
Underhill told you about that.
Yeah. Well, Underhill sucks. Don't listen to people who suck.
She tried to help you, dang it.
Oh, jeez, dodge.
So what, can you not actually lift the mold bombs?
No, you can. I mean, they give you enough time also to designate a target. And, because this is a mid-game area, and we've already been through late game, these guys are going to go down relatively easy, because of all the upgrades I've been getting along the way. Wait for the explosives to go, and the chain reaction.
An astro blip.
Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking.
Ooh,
Weird
a
ass.
seized accelerator.
That's one of my favorite words. Compound words. Weird ass. Smells delicious, yes. Tragic last words from a ranger who then began to ingest the mold and then become mold people. Die, mold man!
Corrupted sample. Ooh.
Corruption. The eruption of corruption. So observe all that this area is littered with little damage floors, walls, and what have you. So having the pill ingested is absolutely essential to plumbing down here. You would die well before you made it this far.
An intrusive pattern.
Very intrusive. We're going to check out the pit. It stinks down here. And there's shit down here that we may not be ready for. You know, a little new enemy type, if you will.
Of which even God has never seen.
Jesus wept. Hellraiser.
I've never actually seen any of the Hellraiser movies.
I've seen some of it. Like, very, very little of it. Like, I got the premise of it. And I've also seen, like, well, I mean, like, clips on YouTube, basically. It's a good movie. It's just, my God, is it hard to watch. Congratulations. You now have a faster way into the pit.
Yay!
Well, more like now you have a fucking way out of here, because there is no way back up through that hole we went, because we can't levitate that high.
7.28. Wait, 6, 7. Still in the Thresh-mold.
They're calling it the Thresh-mold.
Yeah, why not, right?
Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what you find now?
He found
All
him delicious.
So this
Ah,
was
mannequins.
the casting area for our puppet show, right?
Puppet show. Oh, it might have been. Oh, that guy got in head over heels.
Further into the pit we must go.
All right, levitate. Descend gradually. Yes, very gradually. Maybe little.
I'm kind of
fuck
surprised
you
that they don't
nooks
have
on the
Cthulhuid
side.
traps down here for you.
Is
Oh,
that
there's a trap.
yours? It's kind of pretty.
Isn't that a Rafflesia? Oh,
The
it's a
plant
Rafflesia
boss.
Hydra. Hi, Hydra. Ow.
Mold 1. No other molds were necessary.
So,
Boss time.
the Rafflesia Hydra. Aside from the effects that we're seeing in the basement, does this thing do anything else?
It hits. It spits. And if you're not careful, it shits.
It's doing the fucking Moonlit Papillon thing from Dark Souls. But you did take it down, so.
It counted.
Yes,
The
it
game
counted.
the game killed me and it still counted.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me everything.
Yeah, the pill works. My strategy didn't.
There's a Rafflesia Hydra down there that we took down.
I found a big angry plant, like gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it. You found the source and you killed it.
Well, yeah.
I've learned so much from a live specimen.
It was a fucking Rafflesia Hydra. I ain't gonna bring that shit back.
It's too much.
Underhill, I can't even explain how I got back out of the chamber.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Oh, don't
Taking
tell me that there's
control of her
mold too.
brain.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth.
Yay!
You've bought me time for further study.
Right.
I'm glad you
So
asked.
now I'm gonna never see you again.
A number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing.
Because our rangers are incompetent. Damn it.
Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed
Check the guide video like I did.
Here are the reports I've received.
Because, I mean, the game does give you visual clues like mold stains on the walls,
And do be quick about it.
little plumes of mold dust, but yeah, I had to look up a guide video in order to do this particular one.
I'll see
There, we have finally finished Old Growth after 25 parts or so. You're welcome.
Well, we know where one of them is because there's the advanced mold section up in. Is it parapsychology? I forget.
Parapsychology would be one of the areas that we have to explore in order to eradicate the mold up.
Yeah, see, yeah, we've seen at least one of the overgrowths in a parapsychology, and I think we've seen one in Central Division as well, but.
Oh, but we have bigger fish to fry than...
I hope your day has been productive. Little plant.
Like that.
Yay.
Really works, huh?
We're talking to plants, yay. Well, what it does is that it makes you feel better as a human being because you're using your voice and hearing it outside of your head in order to give yourself a little note of reassurance.
And whip.
I think the reason why I kept this video in is just as there is a new splotch of mold on the floor in the wall right there, we actually take out one of the mold hosts right here. Just to show you where it is. I do get them all.
Nice.
Despite the abundance of... Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Die. Credit. Alright, now let's go to research. Luck and probability sector.
No, well, there's multiple ones around parapsychology, Mr. Cloud.
There's a puzzle in this room that I don't know how to solve.
You sure there's a puzzle here, then?
Yep, because there's a bunch of objects, and this would not be the first time the game had tasked us with arranging things in a particular order.
Lucky item manifest.
Lucky items, like 4-leaf clover.
Hi. The Maneki Neko, 4-leaf clover, Chinese elephant, various light bulbs. Documented gambling rituals indicate luck is produced when all lights in the room are turned on. Well, there's one. One clue.
Consider investigating the orientation of horseshoe. Also consider positioning of feng shui objects. Proximity of luck items may influence luck readings.
Ooh, a bronze koi fish.
So I decided not to fuck around with this one. I mean, I did for a little while, but to no avail. I could not figure out, without the use of guides, how to figure out this one.
Well, looks like you need to turn on all the lights, then bring the koi fish and the Chinese elephant together.
I do like the little Neko cat. Little Neko statue.
But it is not a member of the feng shui designation, so there.
And don't forget to use your powers of levitation in order to access more plants.
Nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much.
Wee, your voice makes me happy. Okay, and outside the entrance to the threshold, or the the Thresh-mold, if you will.
So these green splotches of mold are the indicators of the molded that are floating about. All right.
Yeah, it's a clue. Again, like, it's nice that they gave me clues. I just didn't have the patience to, you know, use the clues
Song
only.
questionnaire. Ooh.
In the event you lose track of where you've been and how much time you spent there, you might want to look up a guide video.
Now provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one else is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burnout or fade away.
Poets of the Fall. Yep, there's more music to this game than meets the ear, because you go into that room right there, and you could do the Poets of the Fall, My Dark Disquiet. Oh.
Ooh.
Lyrics.
And they're even separated by couplets. Nice.
Yeah, you could tell that they're song lyrics because of the slash marks that they use in between to indicate different verses. Different bars, sorry. I've never been in a room that has this much sound absorption. It's, I bet it's pretty cool. Oh, goddamn it, we're gonna get copyright flag for this.
It's okay. Well, actually, we might not, because despite how much you and I are you know, acquainted with Poets of the Fall, they are not honestly all that fucking successful. It's a rather sad case for them.
All I can think of is Jackass 3 with Ryan Dunn sitting in the chair with the fucking jet engine going off. Dun 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 bum 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 bum.
And in the next episode, yet more post game. Be safe, everybody.